They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 16th-ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. The Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Snagged in the middle, it's Boyd. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
After that last completion, it's second down. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Boyd. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on them, put a safety on them. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smoothly.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Commodores will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Now on 2nd down. The give to Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They're going to ride this running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Pass interference. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. And they're able to get him down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Pulled and fired complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of times we're going to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football from the deflection.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Turning it on! Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. It's a seam run. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains this discipline, not much doing on that return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Pavia. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. To throw, it's Barnes. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll do it himself. Got room to work. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, he chews up yards. That was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and it wasn't a bigger play than he could have been.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Stowers. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sherrill. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Commodores are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Pavia. Working that left side now. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
The Commodores trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! The offense cashing it in on that drive. On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Sterling. And the returner will be dragged down. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. And this quarterback has had a rough game. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And with the heat he's been under, you wouldn't be surprised if he's seeing ghost every time he drops back. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, better look out. Brings him to the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He's got it and still on his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He leaves it with his back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Stowers. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. Touchdown Doors! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. Breaks the tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
To the air, it's Barnes. Makes the grab on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the catch. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Hoskins. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Back to throw, it's Pavia. With the catch, it's Alexander. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Spence. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrill. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Spence. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Commodores are rolling down the field. Quick directly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The give. Touchdown, Commodores. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a chance. That ought to be enough for a Utah State 1st down.
Well, that's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Got his man in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in the run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
This Utah State offense has it going. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Handoff to the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And the Commodores have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Finds a little space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sherrill. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying the left side. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Running to Green. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Back to throw, it's Barnes. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a great hit by the defender, forcing the incompletion. They knew coming into this game that they were going to try to throw the football to this guy because of his speed. It's game breaking. So everybody on defense, always aware of where he's lining up, but these safeties especially, and these linebackers are aware. If this dude's coming over the middle of the field,
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air, it's Pavia. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Commodores will punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Boyd. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They almost went end-to-end and housed it. Now a chance to stick it in the end zone. 1st and 10 from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Alexander. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Pavia. That's caught. It's Sherrill. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskins. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Finds his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little... Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, This time the defense played it well because this quarterback has given them some problems on the ground.
He's got so much speed and has had some success, but I like the end of this run. Not only get him on the ground, punish him. Make him think twice about running the football in the future.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
Looking for space, it's Alexander. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep seriously and personally on the practice field building up to this one, because he's barely made any mistakes today.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Kick is in the air. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Grab near the sticks. It's Richardson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And and they're reading him, and basically you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping him.
Makes the grab. It's Fisher. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Starling. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it